Alright, hello. We are live and we are ready for some Destiny Sword. We are going to be playing this. Right now, it's been available to download the whole Veterans Day weekend, but obviously it's coming out today. Focused for today, for people to try. It's the demo that was available at PAX West. I played part of it at least, and it was pretty good. But of course, there's a whole bunch more story to this. I've talked about it quite a bit. The developers have really went the whole way with making sure that this system is trying to be like the mental and emotional effects on your soldiers are just as important as the physical effects, and trying to bring some attention to that. They've worked very closely in-house and consulting with veterans and therapists and stuff like that to get an idea of how this will work and make it an actual kind of a it's almost like a teachable mechanic type thing, where it's kind of bringing to light a lot of factors that a lot of things that veterans have to deal with, and soldiers on the field, and people in general, right? So yeah, I wanted to play this. It is a strategy game, as you can see from the opening here, but there's a whole bunch more, and there's also some story to it. So it's kind of like it's similar to BattleTech or XCOM, but again, there's that story element as well. So there's kind of like the almost a visual novel type thing going on, but it's supposed to be I've only, like I said, I've played part of it, and it's pretty fun. So we're just gonna go ahead and jump in anyway. Now I don't recall the demo being very long, but we'll play it a little bit and have some fun with it, and discuss it along the way, and then we'll probably play something else today. Play some Magic, or who knows. Obviously, like I say, pre-alpha gameplay demo. It's more like a slice of life, a day in the life type demo that you would see at a con like PAX, where it's kind of just showing you a high view of information and how things work, how gameplay works and stuff like that. Obviously, these are kind of like placeholder news things since they're set in 2020. But they do hope to have the game out in 2020, so. Digital assistant. Hello, Commander. Everybody's always named Commander. So they've got that part of the video game MMO thing going on, right? You gotta be named Commander. I actually kind of don't like that, but it's one of those things where it's almost meme level at this point. It's no longer like a joke, and now it's kind of like it's a thing. It's like a trope, if you will. I'm Gwen, your tactical and training AI. If the game is too quiet, let me know. I turned it down. Hello, generic leader label. Hold on, please. I'm getting an emergency signal. We're needed ASAP. Let's go. Click on the nav bar to go to the ready room. Let's see what's going on. Episode 3, so obviously, like I say, we're already kind of in there, right? Open 3, completed 2. We're already in mission 4 at this point. Okay, people, listen up. Securicorps is ramping up their efforts trying to find a weakness in our defenses so they can take back the mine. I know you're exhausted. You've been holding the line without rest, but until reinforcements arrive, we're all there is. Securicorps cannot be allowed to retake this asset. Cyprus is depending on us. Stay focused out there and watch each other's backs. Dismissed. This is your first battle, Commander. Let's review your training. You can hold the right mouse button and drag to adjust your view. Your soldiers will operate on their own, but you can use our orbital support ship's capabilities to great effect in battle. The soldiers will fight, and then you can kind of have them do other stuff. We can heal or buff our troops. It's these things down here, I think. And debuff for target enemies with powerful text. If you hover over each of your command actions, the tooltip will tell you what they do. It's like repair, armor, individual repair, group repair, disable, boost the stats of all units within range 2 to 4 turns. Orbital strike. Carlos and powerful attack does 40 to 80 points of damage all units. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to hit all these guys, right? Good, now move the icon to target the enemy team and click again to call in an attack. You'll see that each action takes time to recharge before we can use it again. Your troops have their own unique abilities too. They will determine the best target, but you can coordinate the timing of their use. You can hover over each of the abilities to see what they do. So they will perform these automatically, or you can force them, right? Ability is ready to be highlighted. Click on the focus ability to tell Yadira to use it. Yadira. Okay, now she's gonna focus. That's a cool graphic. Great work. Okay, Commander, we're ready for battle. Good luck. Okay, so we're gonna try to disable that shield. Okay, we're gonna try to repair his armor. Ow! They called in orbital strike. Retreat! So yeah, they enemies killed, allies killed, wounds taken, damage taken. When defeat comes, accept it as a signal that your plans are not sound. Rebuild those plans and set sail once more toward your coveted goal. Napoleon Hill. Now, these were actually you're supposed to lose this battle, just so you know. Yadira has plasma burns, and you can see like these things have gone up. Her anger has increased. Her trust has gone way down as her joy, obviously. All these things, you know, they come out. All in all, they're not having a great day. Looks like the team got hit hard. Bioscans show that Yadira has extensive plasma burns. You need to assign a medic to take care of that. Alright, so this is pretty straightforward so far. It seems that 2 other players have already assigned medics to this procedure. That's a big help. You can finish assembling the team by clicking on the available slot and assigning one of your medics. Now this is where the multiplayer aspect comes in. I think these are bots, but if you're all working on the same task together, then if you're all working on the same task together, then your injured person soldier, I'm having a hard time talking, will be healed faster. I know he's a good general commander, but he's the lucky Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay, so we're gonna assign our medic. Looks like Jimmy has the necessary skills, so we're gonna put them there. Alright. Great, now our team has a score that indicates a good chance of success. Click begin to start performing the procedure. Arrhythmic heart rate detected. Yadira's in defib. We're deploying cardiac probes and attempting defibrillation. Her heart rate is not responding. Damn it, her breathing is becoming erratic. We're going to administer a stimulant and try defibrillation again. Heart rate stabilizing. Finally, Yadira's heart rate and breathing are returning to normal. We'll observe her for a while before we continue the procedure. Interesting. That wasn't something that was there before. Alright, so obviously our score dropped. So now we can't that made our chances of succeeding too low. Genetic anomaly. Exposure to radiation has caused genetic damage to Yadira's DNA. We're investigating the best course of action. RNA replicator nanites look to be our best bet. We're coding some to deploy immediately. Improved immune response. The nanites were a success. Cell samples show that her DNA is regenerating faster than expected. It's going to be better than ever. +5. Alright, so then we made it through. This doctor's anger went down. Our advanced treatment facilities mean recovery is very quick, but there is a fatigue cost to the patient for these procedures. Okay, total fatigue 4 hours. Alright, so there's the base time for like recovery, and then if something goes wrong, it adds to it. If something goes right, it subtracts. So obviously as a net, we kind of basically washed out, right? Social currency times 20. Good work, Commander. Looks like she'll recover without complications. She'll be ready for the next battle. We've got a chip that we can use to upgrade one of our weapons, so let's put it to use. Okay, so we put it there. It's a SD card. I've analyzed the team's recent performance. Their combat effectiveness is decreasing. As a senior medic, Jimmy might have some insight into how we can improve the team's effectiveness. Okay, so we'll go talk to Jimmy. Hey, Commander, you wanted to see me? He seems really, worried that we want to talk to him. You can discuss a subject by dragging it into the dialogue wheel. You may discover new subjects during a conversation, or have some from previous conversations with your other troops. It's kind of like you pick up clues, sort of things that allow you to talk to people. It's similar to like the Amity system in BDO, where as you talk to different people, you learn things that allow you to talk to other people and stuff like that, but a little more in depth. A little more visual, you know, it's not kind of hidden in the background. If you explore these new subjects, you can always return to the main conversation where you left off by dragging the main narrative back in. Okay. Bring the main narrative subject to the dialogue wheel, now to talk with Jimmy about the team's performance. You can see how Jimmy is feeling and how he's reacting to your conversation by looking at his emotional state. Interest is high. Joy, trust. He's a little worried. His fear's really up there. He's a little worried about why you're coming to talk to him. Obviously, he's sad that he had, you know, so many people injured. Now let's see what Jimmy has to say. You can say what happened out there, or is everyone okay? I'm gonna go for the more, you know, asking than, you know, accusing. Yes, Commander, we certainly weren't at our best, though. What was the problem? What do you need? Well, we're gonna go ahead and stick with this line. We're gonna say, what do you need? We're getting pretty drained. I think the team just needs to unwind and blow off steam. That's the job. What do you suggest? Now, I mean, these choices are pretty straightforward. I imagine in the, you know, in the later game, the choices will be a little less, you know, a little less Jedi versus Sith. That's the job. But in some cases, you need to be firm, right? You can't always be. But in this case, we're gonna go with what he said. Well, the results of the Galaxy Cup are in. I was thinking that might be a good excuse for a party. Resources are tight, or after the last time. Oh boy. Please, Commander. I swear it won't get out of hand this time. Make sure it doesn't. Absolutely, we'll be on our best behavior. Now his joy has went up, his trust has went up. He's still a little fearful. But at least, you know, he's kind of feeling a little bit better. Jimmy's suggestion is a good one. It has a high probability of success. Let's authorize a party for the team. A private message asking for somebody to the med bay. We got an engineer in critical. Support ship invite. Huh, interesting. Alright, social store. Party. We've got a lot of social points right now. Obviously, we probably wouldn't have this in the real game. We would be earning these slowly over time. Let's throw a party. This party seems effective. Thank you, Holiday. Oh. Are you sure you don't want me to turn down the music so you can socialize efficiently? I'm getting a communication request from Jimmy. He'd like to speak with you in the barracks. Alright, so we can talk to Jimmy again. See, I told you the party was a good idea. What a party. So now we've got this side narrative that isn't part of the main story. His joy is way up, his trust has gone up a little bit more, his grief has gone down. You know, everything's kind of going better. Everyone relaxed. I hope this is worth it. Squad getting along. See, this one is a little too generic for me. This could be, you know, a valid one. I'm gonna go see if there's something else that's bothering him. He's still got some anger. He's still really interested in talking to you. Let's go ahead and see it. Heck yeah, even the bickering has stopped. Okay, well, good. Good work, Jimmy. I expect results. You'll see the next time we go out on a mission. Trust me on this one, Commander. I'm sure the team's performance will improve drastically. Receiving a priority alert. Orbital observation detected security corps making another attempt to overrun our position. So again, we're going to go back to this mission. After that debacle on your last mission, the enemy thinks we're weak. Sensors across the approaches are lighting up. In multiple reports of contact. Looks like this could be Secure Corp's big push. Why is... Okay. Second there, I thought my voice wasn't coming through. This is one of those moments, people. Let's teach them a lesson they won't forget. Now get out there and give them hell. Dismissed. The same situation, but they come right in and start firing. And they're even talking differently. That's what I'm talking about. I love the new upgraded gun. Somebody's getting a little hurt here, so let's go ahead and up their armor. Some repairs. Some heals. Give us a war cry. Oh, here they come. That's more like it. Go team! Hoorah! So we got the rewards. Obviously, I'm aware that's odd. These statistics are from the last battle, so that's kind of a bug. I think. That's something that they'll need to fix, but that's minor. Sometimes the prize is not worth the cost. The means by which we achieve victory are as important as the victory itself. Brandon Sanderson. Alright. Looks like things are going up. Got some serious anger issues going on here still. But overall, people are pretty good. Yadira is very interested in this, but that's probably because she was injured before. Well done, Commander. The team was highly effective in that last battle. It was a good decision to authorize that party. Wonder if these are real people, like, playing the game? I don't think they are, because Steam isn't working. Like, I tried to launch it through Steam and it didn't work. I had to reach the executable. I think these are just, you know, put in there for the demo. Secura Corps is falling back. Looks like we have a brief reprieve. Feel free to explore the ship. I suggest you speak with the rest of the crew in the team barracks. Now we've got the whole crew available. There's people who want to talk. This is a lot more than was in the demo at PAX. They've obviously opened up a lot more so we can see it now. We begin mid-dialogue with Arav as he's sharing a story about a past mission from his past. It was about 8 months ago, before you took command. We went after this informant who was passing our troops' movements to Secura Corps. You got a lot of people killed, including Colonel Perwazal Wazalski. I'm not sure. That really stirred things up at command. So we've got some information we can talk to about the informant. We can talk about Genevieve and probably to Genevieve. Dobson and I were sent to stake him out. Our orders were to see if he made contact with anyone and stand ready to capture or eliminate them. If only it were that simple. We set up in the forest of a hill overlooking this village a few hours before he showed up. He was mobbed by a bunch of adults and children. I reckon his whole family must have been there. He handed an envelope to this old woman. She started weeping and smiling at him, pressing the envelope against her heart. Well, his grief is going way up here. We relayed all this to command. There didn't seem to be any threat, so we asked if they were going to send in a squad to arrest him. What did command say? They asked me if I had a clear shot. Anger and disgust goes way up. Wasn't exactly keen on killing the man in front of his family and the kids, but he caused the death of 8 soldiers, maybe more. If command had ordered it, I'd have done it, but they told me to hold position and wait for further instructions. They told us they'd take care of it. I figured they were sending a squad to arrest him, with us as Overwatch. So what really happened? His joy is way down there. They took out the village with an orbital strike. Yeah, that's not good. They did what? Or so what? You ever seen an orbital strike from ground zero? You have? About a year back, we were sweeping this town in Medina, and some absolute plug keyed in the wrong coordinates. Blew up the whole street beside us. Thought that red sky was the last thing I'd ever see, you know? Heat and spray of molten rock, and then the fireball? Thought I was a goner that day. Must have been scary. Oh yeah, in the end the buildings around us took the brunt of it. Not really sure how we got out of there. Just remember arriving back at the outpost later that day. Now I think you can switch these out at any time. You okay? Yes, Commander. I guess seeing the informant's village targeted like that kind of brought it all back to me. Ben and I are pretty close to the impact. Shockwave knocked us right on our asses. Half the village was gone. Bodies everywhere. People wandering around dazed or crying. And there we were, just watching, waiting for orders. Keep wondering who fucked up. I don't see any reason we couldn't have just captured the informant. Killed a lot of innocent people just to get one man. She's really handling it well. It helps to be able to be with someone else who was there, you know? Oh. She's been helping you? Yeah, she keeps me focused. She always knows just what to say when I feel stress. So how are you holding up? I'm fine. It's not really bothering me that much. Looks like you're not sleeping too well. I keep dreaming about being caught in explosions. I guess sometimes it's easier to stay awake. Could this be why you froze up in the last battle? Well, it's that smell of the ozone. I guess sometimes I kind of get overwhelmed and it feels like I can't even breathe. His anger goes down, but his disgust goes up. I just feel like I'm stuck reliving those experiences over and over. It's okay, Arv. We'll get through this together. Okay. Now we've got flashbacks, we've got the village, we've got the informant. Let's try to cheer him up a little bit. So we go this. How do you get along with Dobson? We've been working together for years. We can pretty much finish each other's sentences. I don't know where I'd be without her. Maybe the flashbacks. Success! You've managed to discover that Errors is struggling with his past trauma relating to being caught in a massive explosion. This explains his reduced performance on the battlefield. You will now be able to encourage Error to seek treatment for nightmares and flashbacks and support him through his recovery. Interesting. Kids are the same everywhere. They were running around kicking empty cans like it was Galaxy Cup. There's this girl playing on a swing. She was about the same age as my sister. It's pretty hard. This guy's getting really bad, really depressed. My family really needs the support I'm giving them. Try this again? No. Same thing. Here's a local that we'd hired to translate for us. He'd been with us for a year. Really helped us connect with the Cyprans. Turns out the bastard was stabbing us in the back the whole time. Selling us out to the corpse. He was using a quantum encoder to transmit our movements. Probably for months. Simple dirtbag, so Command figured someone else was helping him. They could have just arrested him. But they sent us to track him instead, in case there was an exchange. No. Okay. So we're back to that. I guess maybe she was the guy's relative or something. She sure didn't look like a contact. She was just happy to see him. And to get that envelope. Who knows? Maybe it was money to keep the family fed. I figure that's what he was selling us out for. Pretty grim. Their farming had pretty much collapsed with all the mining around. They don't really know how people can survive out there. Alright, so let's go this way. I want to see if we can talk to one of the doctors. Told you the party was a good idea. Not sure what those do. We've already got the party dialogue. I was hoping to be able to talk to one of the doctors about what was going on. And Jen, you can't talk to right now. Let's try to talk to this one. Oh, hello, Commander. Are you looking at those reports you asked for? Finding it hard to concentrate on paperwork lately with all that's going on. I heard the team's getting together for a party in the bar later. I'm alright, Commander. Just a little tired lately is all. I won't let it interfere with my duties. What's troubling you? Honestly, it's this never-ending tide of suffering. It feels like nothing we do seems to make a difference. I know reality is ugly, and we're doing our jobs, but this isn't what I imagined when I signed up. I wasn't prepared for this. Well, I have, Commander. I'm trying to do things I used to, reading vids, whatever, but lately it feels like there isn't any point. Some days it's a struggle to just drag my ass out of bed. Do you think you need help? I'm fine. I mean, I've got to be strong for the team, right? You are strong. I don't always feel like it, but I'll keep trying. Thank you, Commander. You can't help others if you're suffering. Yeah, I understand, Commander. Maybe it's affecting me more than I thought. Sometimes it's all I can do to keep putting one foot in front of the other. So I wonder if the reaction might have been different if you hadn't built up the extra trust ahead of time. Talk about the party. What's the occasion? You know, squad. Do they really need any reason? I heard something about Jimmy Davis wanting a bet and offering to buy everyone, winning a bet and wanting to buy everyone around. Are you going? Oh, I don't think so, Commander. Probably, but I'm not really up for it now. I think I'll get some early rest. And so it skips the other conversation option. We discover that Jenny is overwhelmed by suffering they're witnessing. The pressure they put on themselves to perform up to their unrealistic expectations is wearing them down. You manage to convince Johnny that in order to help others, they must first look out after themselves. You will now be able to encourage Johnny to reach out for help to deal with this challenge. The strength of your relationship with Jenny and the amount of support you offer during this process will affect Jenny's long-term performance as a member of your squad. How are you and Jimmy getting along? He's cool. It's good to have an experienced medic to talk to. What's he saying? Well, maybe nothing, Commander, but I'm a little worried. He mentioned about Mag Williams, said she got in a fight with Jae Song. Sounded pretty serious, more than the usual letting off steam. Well, she's obviously central to the squad. They talk about her like she's their guardian angel. Did she really win the Star of Valor? Anyway, apparently she's not been herself lately. Big mood swings, snapping at everybody. Obviously something going on. Maybe you'd like to look into it? Thanks, that's helpful. What about the fight? Sorry, Commander. Jimmy didn't go into much detail. Okay. Now we've got something to talk about with Maggie. Hey, boss. I bet that last mission we really kicked some ass. Great job, no casualties. What else would you expect? Of course, Jimmy had us covered and Kendricks did his thing. How are you doing? I'm feeling pumped, Commander. Me and the rest of the team are gonna hit the mess later to celebrate. Now see, we can go into rumors or we can ask her to just say it herself. I think that's how I'm gonna go. We're doing great. Just glad to be in business. And we're gonna have to press it then. That what you heard? That was nothing. So what's the bruises on your cheek? Honestly, they're just some heated tempers. It was all just a misunderstanding. She thought I was disrespecting Jimmy, which is a joke since I always say he's the best medic in the squad. They should just mind her own business. That's the problem with squad romances. Dun dun dun. Like I said, it was nothing. We were just talking some shit, you know. Anyway, it's behind us now. Was this about Sky? What? Who mentioned that? I mean, this was dealt with in the reports months ago. I ain't got a problem with Sky. That's what Jay and Jimmy are saying, you know, to get back at me. Bullshit about me taking Jimmy's watch. I only borrowed it, okay? I'll get it back. I don't see what the big deal is. Why did you take it? Because despite saving their sorry asses 100 times, they only float me some credits now and then when I need them. I had to get this loan shark off my ass. He said to trade me the stupid watch back when my next payment's in anyways. With just a little interest. Oh dear. No, I didn't know that. Didn't he pass a few months ago? I remember Jimmy took leave to go home. Just pay for Sky? I said I ain't got a problem with Sky. That's just Jay and Jimmy talking. Wow, you've let the team down? Are you joking? How many times did I run into fire to cover them? How many times did I take a shot? You probably wouldn't be alive for me. I get it. Sky drove me to this. Is that it? Is that what you think of me? You think it's easy to go out there every day, always taking a beating for the rest of the team? Sometimes I need a little help getting along. Sometimes the help takes the edge off, you know? Sky does that. I don't know. Look, I guess I shouldn't have taken things without permission. I'm assuming Sky is a drug. Oh, you're right. I didn't mean to let anyone down. Now, by benching me, I can't watch them go out without me. It'd kill me. Yeah, I guess there are a lot of us who have. I just felt I was above all that. I was just using Sky when I needed a lift, you know? I thought I had it under control. What happens now, boss? Let's talk about the Sky first. Look, I know it's against the rules, but it helps, you know? After what I've been through, the regular meds just don't touch the pain. Sky helps me get through the day and keeps me alert. Helps me perform when I'm on extended patrols. You heard about the incident on Galatea, right? I was working the protection detail for Senator Larkin, and there was this rebel uprising in the capital. We got overrun by insurgents and were pinned down in their compound for 5 days. Skirmishes at all hours, mortars coming in. No chance rest, really. It was some really hairy shit. We were all getting pretty low. Then some Sky starts going around. I don't know where from. That was the first I'd ever used it. Well, it worked. Felt totally fresh. I pulled 2 of our injured back to the bunker and capped at least 8 or 9 of the bastards. Brass even gave me a medal for it. And so, obviously, she's really big on, you know, reward and getting praise and being the center of the squad, you know, because she thinks she has to hold everybody up. So obviously she's gonna keep doing that. Like I said, the regular meds barely work for me, so yeah. I use a little Sky now and then just to keep me at peak. Helps me save lives. Besides, if it didn't work anymore, I could just stop. What if it's hurting more than it's helping? What do you mean? Of course it's helping. I wouldn't be the same without it. But you took it so you could help people. Of course, that's what I do. What are you getting at? Your dependence is hurting those you care about. Distracting you and putting the team in danger. What? No, it's not like that. Success. You've managed to confront Mag with her substance abuse problem. If you can get her to accept her challenge, you'll be able to encourage her to seek treatment. Mag is very stubborn by nature, and if you cannot convince her that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness, you may have to order her into a treatment. The effectiveness of that treatment will be based on whether Mag enters voluntarily, more likely to be successful, or has to be ordered to do so, less likely to be successful. Interesting. And okay. Huh? Oh, hey, Commander. What's up? Oh, same old, same old. You don't look so good. This fear went way up. Just keep talking, please. I can't stop worrying. I don't feel in control. I was having like a panic attack. I feel like something else is moving my arms for me. Okay, you're not in danger. Yeah. You just put your shoes on backwards? Huh? I don't think so. What's that got to do with anything? Just trying to distract you. You'll get through this. Oh, okay. Right. I'll try, Commander. It won't last forever. Yeah, thank you. Well done, Yuri. Thanks. Thanks for sticking with me. How often does this happen? More than I'd like. You don't have to cope alone. Have you talked to your doc about this? I just don't want to get sidelined, Commander. Yes, Commander. I think I'll try to get help. I really don't want to continue like this. Success! You've managed to help Yuri navigate this panic attack. By helping him out and sticking with him, you've strengthened your relationship with him and helped him feel more secure. The more safe and comfortable he feels in the squad, the less likely he is to have future attacks. Because you have discovered that Yuri is struggling with his panic attacks, you may now be able to encourage him to seek treatment and support him in his management of his challenge. Okay, so I think we've talked to everybody about everything so far. Or is there somebody down here who we can talk to? Fire additional orders. Start research. Okay, so it looks like there's the ship upgrades. And then the various different departments. There's abilities. Though they don't really, these seem to be mostly visual. I don't see any like mouse overs or anything like that. I think they're mostly there for visual effect rather than having the actual code in place. But it gives you an idea. And the account, again, there's no actual account. Alright, now we've got some people who are injured here. Can we attend to them? No, it doesn't look like it. Any mechs? We build. We got upgrades. Do we have any weapons that have... Do you have any augments left? We did get one. There we go. Alright. Let's see, we've got shades. Oh, there's a... That's interesting. I didn't know anybody died, but we had a funeral. I thought they had some people at PAX doing the boss battle, but it doesn't seem like it's enabled right now. Can't seem to get anything else to work. Okay, this is the same as it was. Alright, so that's a loop. Well, let's go back and do this again. Just kind of show the way it works. Bring down their shields, bring them down. This time they're going even faster. Oh, the heal missed. Try to repair his armor. There we go. Get another orbital strike. Alright. So that is pretty much all there really is left in the demo, I think. We've done pretty much every option. Okay, so you'll be able to change your roster here for your squad for your mission. You'll be able to change which of the 5 powers you're taking with you. Cool. Oh, very cool. All right. So that is it. That's about an hour, you know, go through everything. But I really like the way that they're going with it. I think it has a lot of potential. And the fact that they're really trying to incorporate things that could actually be helpful to these soldiers and get them, you know, rather than just, you know, typical tropey dialogue. It is really nice. So let's go ahead and pause this for a moment.